Why don't you guys come to Berlin with us?
Hello,
In a few months, we're all going on.
this is your disabled combat veteran. After 9/11, Michael Commiso and the battle buddies on. Well,
This table is now here, correct?
it's still me, being an American man in American land, as a veteran back home. Sometimes I see the dust ball rolling down the street back home as a disabled combat veteran after 9/11. And my battle buddies all up. I guess we all living in the wild, wild west back home, and we just like seeing dust balls rolling down the streets of America. And I'm like, well, how's your summer going so far? In the world, everybody's going to the beach and being safe on the beaches in the world and chilling. You know, I feel like, that's why, as a veteran, because being a veteran, I feel like, oh, hey, I got this at Lions Hospital. I don't know if I'm getting the right thing, as a veteran. I don't, do veterans dress like being a veteran back home or regular people? Do veterans try to blend in the crowd and everything? Well, as Commiso, I felt like it was hard for me to stand in the crowd. When I was traveling around the world, somehow I felt like the whole country that I traveled to knew that Commiso was in that country at that time.
Those are my friends. We're supposed to get on a train to the village.
So it's hard for. I apologize if you all want everybody to be like some kind of robot on the internet. This is the way it is. We all have to be mean to each other as people in the world because you're all. This is how it is. Well, I don't feel that way as Commiso. As an American tourist that served its country after 9/11, I felt like I could have fun in every country that I went to. So just because I needed the fun, you know, I was just, I may have had the goofy laugh in high school, but I I I I worked hard in classes. I had to figure out how to bring my books home when I needed them for homework as a student in America. And, I'm 40 years old. And, yeah, I'm shocked that I got this far in life as Camiso. And I'm like, man, if Commiso could travel the world and have fun in every country, this world can't be that bad in the world as you all claim it is on the internet or this whatever this is. So I miss traveling. I don't know what's up with my hotel law or my hometown, but I had fun traveling around the world as Commiso and everything. But yeah, people, I don't know. I felt like I was wanted in every country because, like, no, it's cool that Camiso partied in the country at this time, at this history, because I was just a really cool guy partying and every. I went to London. I went to Spain. I felt like I went all over Germany somehow because I was I was the new soldier and the new. I don't know if I exactly put every detail in the words like a book of me of a veteran on the internet. But I tried my best. And so I felt like I was the new soldier, new guy. At the first, I was just a Commiso in the military, traveling to my first duty station online. Because I must have all types of hackers on my computer. I'm the only, apparently, I'm the only one that has hackers on my computer. So when I went to my first duty station, I didn't know what my roommate thought about in the barracks. I didn't know what the barracks thought about me. So being in the barracks in the time of history online, I serving in the United States of America and everything. But I was just a shy, quiet kid. And I just got done basic training going to and through AI. They lied in basic training. They said there was not going to be no more drill sergeant hats in basic training when I graduated. But when I went to AIT, there was drill sergeant hats. And I said they lied to me. Then I was so happy. I said, no more drill sergeant. I was so happy he was singing. That was the ending of our marches. We had a we had a march everywhere. We couldn't just walk to the places. I said, why can't we just walk to the place? No, we ran everywhere and we marched everywhere in basic training. And so when I graduated basic training, and I was so happy. I said, they gave me, so I lost the thing. I figured out now that that was a challenge coin. I thought it was a slammer. I said, the drill sergeants give me a slammer. I said, oh, cool. And I must have put the slammer, the challenge coin in my pocket in basic training. And I must have put it in the washer or something and forgot it was in the pocket because I can't find it. So when I graduated basic training and they singing that march, I was so happy. I thought, oh, it's almost over, maybe. Basic training's almost over. It's freaking hot out here. I never went to the South in my whole life as an American, as it went to basic training at Fort Jackson, South Cal. You guys got some hot damn fucking heat weather over there in the South. So when they said no more drill sergeant, no more drill sergeant, hey, goodbye. I was smiling in the formation, and I don't know if anybody knew. I was happy marching in the going to every time they sang that. I was like going to the cafeteria and everything. And then when I went to AIT, and I was like, it was felt like it was more chill, but I still had drill sergeants. And then I went to my first duty station, and I was in my first duty station was in Germany, and I was like, I'm a single guy, and I'm still kind of young in the military. And I landed in Germany, and I guess there was apparently the military makes it that there's more soldiers going to the same base as you at the same time, so you know how to get. I guess so. Commiso know how to get there. I think that's how they did it. So I I just got off a plane and didn't know how everybody was going to treat me getting off a plane in Germany. And so there was a bus, I guess. I guess they had a bus waiting for the veterans or the soldiers in Germany. So when I first got off the plane in Germany, because I was the shy, quiet kid, and I felt like, you know, I was the uncool kid in school. So when I got off the plane for my first duty station in Germany, I didn't know what everybody's going to treat me. I didn't. They tell you to dress in as civilians. Or I forgot how the. Oh yeah, I guess AIT somehow got me there. I forgot how it went. And I was the new soldier in the barracks. So I don't know if I threw off everybody. I must have threw because nobody knew anything about Commiso. I don't unless they read files about me. The higher ranks in the military must have read files of me in basic training or and everything, or whoever got to the classified section in the barracks or whatever. Yeah, nothing to worry about. Well, I must my I'm a I don't know. I feel like I'm just a goofy guy. So my personality traveling all around the world, I must have threw off everybody in the barracks, living in the barracks. Because, you know, for one, they gave me a civilian job. I was a soldier working with the civilians in the base, and I was the mailman. And you know what? I was felt good doing the mail in the base, and I got it right away. I felt like I got all. It was just you had to pay attention where the mail goes. So you got a number. They had numbers of the. And I worked at the CMR. It felt like just yesterday I worked at CMR in Germany in Ray Barracks, and I did not know how everybody, if I was the uncool soldier in the soldier world or the military world. Like, I must have threw off everybody by just because I worked at the CMR. I listened to the first sergeant that told me what to do, and everybody was. I just got done basic training AIT, and then I went to my first duty station. So I guess everybody was out in the field training or the company or whatever. And I'm like, I don't know where that is. I'm new here. I just came to Germany. I don't know where nothing is. And one of the sergeant at the office at the barracks told me, oh, hey, you're the new soldier? And I said, yeah, I'm Commiso. I'm a private police or whatever. And they put me at work at the CMR in the mailroom in the barracks with the civilians. And they told me, since you work at the CMR, you don't have to make formation. You just got to go. If you have to report right away with the civilians at the. And I said, okay, Sergeant, or whatever who it was. Have to check it out. When I first got there, and no one else is going to go. We had weekends. We had like 4 day weekends. So, so maybe that I don't know if maybe a little bit I was the new soldier and there maybe was a little upset. I upset the barracks or whatever. Because everybody was in the field training. This is definitely right. And I was working with the civilians and they told me I didn't have to make formation. And so every time weekend came, I just left the barracks right away. I was having fun in the barracks in Germany at my first duty station because they told me this is what I needed to do, and I did it. I don't know. And I partied in club with the civil. the civilians are like the ex-soldiers that used to be soldiers in the barrack or in Germany. So I party with them, and they know how to party. I guess they knew where all the cool parts in Germany were. Some some of them taught me how to dress in the barracks. You know, and the civilians taught me how to dress. Apparently, my dress code wasn't cool enough to go to clubs. You know, I apologize. I'm an American New Jerseyan. You know, as in, I had no idea how far the land goes on planet Earth. So it was cool. I got to party at clubs and with everybody. And then when the soldiers finally, I guess my first sergeant and my company commander got to know me. They figured out I was in the barracks. Eventually, I don't know how long it was. I was at least a month or so, something like that. And I was having fun the whole month in Germany while everybody was in the field training. So when they all came back, they was like, "Who's this guy?" So the first like when I was listening by, I knew I didn't have to make first formation because that's what the sergeant told me because I was working at the room. But I listened out for my name anyways at one time because it was weekend time. I says, "Oh, it's weekend time." So just to make sure I didn't hear my name coming. Finally, I heard I was by the window, and they finally called Commiso. Where's Commiso? And the foreman. I said, "Oh shit." So I heard the sergeant coming up the stairs from outside and knocked on the door. So I opened the door. I said, "How you doing, Sergeant?" Or whatever. What's up? I don't know how I said it. "Hey, Sergeant." They said, "You gotta make formation right now." I said, "No." They told me that the other sergeant told me that I don't have to because I work at the mail room. And he said, "Oh, okay." And then he said, "Okay, have a good time on your weekend." So I thought I was all clear from the formation, but they finally figured out I made formation when they finally got me. But I was working with the mail and I was having fun. When I first got to my first duty station, serving my country online. I was like a tourist, and I'm an American. That I was a tourist all around the world in every country, even my first duty station. So they know where all the cool clubs are. The civilians that I worked with at the CMR in the mail. So they show me where the pool bars. I drink Evervisor. I guess I don't know. I have a speech impediment. So if it's Evervisor is like a really dark German beer, and the beer is like this tall. Man, I only had to drink that one beer, man, and I felt like that was like healthy beer. Because Germany was making beer, or yeah, I think it's Germany knows for the beer, and like England or Ireland or what is it? The Irish known for the liquor, and the Germans known for their beer. Something like that. And I was having a good time, right? I felt I took pictures. I bought like a cat. They had like a PX. I miss hanging with my battle buddy. I'm not sure exactly what they thought of me as Commiso in the barrack, but I miss traveling with my battle buddies. And you're trying to take my freedom as a soldier back home after 9/11. And I feel like I need to renew my passport. And I need a really long vacation from everybody back home. But, you know, as a civilian, you, as a veteran, there's a lonely world out there as a veteran. That's why we miss each other as battle buddies, as when we were serving our country. So, so I don't know, but I must, I don't know. I felt like uh, soldiers like me. And once you get to know Commiso, it's hard to forget about Commiso because I just have like a, I guess, imprint of your law in your lives as your battle buddy. Uh, once they told me I could drink, and I was like 19 in Germany, because the legal age in Germany is like lower. I was like, man, and the beer is like good and fresh. You just see when once the beer gets into our country, it's all like how fresh is drinking the beer in Germany. That's probably the same thing you drinking a beer in America. Uh, so I must have man, I partied in London. I partied with London with my battle buddy. I partied in Spain with my battle buddy. I partied in Switzerland with my battle buddy. Every country I taste wine. Princeton, I guess it was in Liechtenstein. I taste the Prince royalty wine in Liechtenstein, and it tastes pretty good. I should have took some more, but I don't know how much that free was giving it to me. Free T-shirt. I partied in Germany, all over Germany. I, I basically, my battle buddies, when I got drunk, they said, Camiso, and it's my sergeant. It's my sergeant. My sergeant partied with me in my first duty station. They said, Camiso, I want you to go over there and talk to that girl at the bar. And I was like, all nervous. I said, all right, let me get some more beer. And then I don't even know what I say. I said, hi, I don't even know. And somehow I followed the girl out of the club. And I must have got sober because I didn't even know who these people were. We drove all night in Germany. I felt like we drove all over Germany. And I was like, they're playing techno. I was like, oh, I don't mind techno. And I say techno, the next song is techno. I see it, I drove in like forests and woods in Germany and I see all these big trees. I said, at first I was like, oh, cool. I must be going to another club or something. That's why this must be a little further away or something. But it was like almost 3 o'clock and 4 o'clock in the morning. And I have to make formations. And I don't know what language they were speaking. I didn't really got to know Germany's language yet. And I got to the train station and somehow I got back to formation and I was standing there and I was like, I don't even know where they were taking me. I got to, it was like a Wawa store and I got a sandwich. And I was like, I guess I was just waiting. Maybe they was going to, I guess I was waiting for the next club. I said, maybe they go into another club or a bar because I don't know who you are. Well, somehow I made, that's why I don't know what the others, my battle buddies thought of me living in a barracks and station in Germany. Everything, nothing happened. I must have no game at all because even when I got drunk, I felt like I must have hooked up every battle buddy in the barracks because I was at the club at the time at the bar because I was just too shy to talk to. I didn't. I was I was drunk enough and brave enough to dance with the girls at the club, but then I didn't know where direction they went afterward. So I was like a 19-year-old teenager, graduated from high school, where I understand school over time, going to school over the years, going after all the schools you put me to as an American. And then I was in the basic training. I really didn't get in trouble in basic training. I felt like I almost got in trouble in basic training. But really, I think me and my drill sergeant saw eye to eye, and I just wanted to get over it to get done with basic training. See, that's what it just. But I did. I went all these countries. You come over, and everybody's having a nervous breakdown, acting like they never saw a disabled combat veteran. So yeah, I miss traveling with my battle buddies because I was a teenager that graduated high school. I don't know if I felt like I was smart enough to go to the smartest schools and colleges as a high school student. And then I graduated basic training. And I felt like as an achievement, I'm the one that did all them damn marches in basic training. Holy crap, once you got in formation, you had to either half right, half left, or whatever goddamn direction we go in basic training. We had to ran and run everywhere and march everywhere. Depends on what the days of drill sergeant are having. But over time, it was like a routine. I didn't mind. I said, as long as I don't get the drill sergeant, man, in the basic training, I might be able to graduate basic. I got pretty far. I graduated basic training. I said, I never shot a weapon before down range. I never handled a M16. I never had. I'm from New Jersey, and I live close to the hood and everything. We had to go to schools. So I did all this training, and I'm like, man, that's an accomplishment, isn't it? As I'm a 40, I don't know when do you become a wise man? Is it when you're 40? Or maybe I'm having a midlife crisis as a veteran, wondering what you all doing to my life back home. And I'm like, man, you know, I think as an American citizen, and an American disabled combat veteran on top of being an American citizen, to help a little bit as an American. All the pressure we put on each other just going on the internet talks because human beings been living with each other on this planet since the human beings was discovered on Discovery Channel and back in the day in history. And that's why I was like a shy, quiet kid from high school, and the military saw something to me. I'm still trying to. I guess you have to when you can become a wise man when you're in your 70s or 60s. A wise man. I guess what it means to be a wise man. is you collect all the information that you learn as a veteran and you put it together and try to be a wise man as Commiso back home. You know? So I don't know how much wisdom Commiso gave back home being on this streaming world of everybody's on the internet making videos 24 hours a day online every day. That's hard to, but I accomplished a lot. It sucks that there's people, not everybody, when I let out my feelings on YouTube, and that's a lot of things, because you know how people take feelings in the world. If people find out that you're a sensitive guy as a veteran, they might take my sensibility the wrong way, and you all try to beat me up back home as a gang on the street as a veteran. And I wonder why. Because as I feel like I'm a really good guy and I'm a good friend. I won't do that. I won't beat my friend up as a disabled combat vet. And I feel like you took all my emotions against me. You're all in your 20s back home in the teenager world, and you all partying in Princeton. You all live in the white cast movies, the party in Princeton back home. Because, you know, I don't know how hard it is to throw a party in America, and everybody's chilling. But I don't know. I'm trying to figure that one out back home myself as Commiso. And, yeah, I open up a lot. I keep my feelings in. I don't know how if I still have friends in the world. Because we live in a world where, if you find one information on someone, you're some top dog and you're some rumor making, saying everything about that person online on the streets or whatever online. I don't know how much that benefit everybody to put down your veterans right after, you know, be, being a veteran at 40 years old, and I still feel like I'm 19 years old going to my first duty station in the world of in the Matrix. I went to war in the Matrix. And I, 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 I don't know all the technical words of the technical what button to push to use the internet or how to. Apparently, there's more deep work, inner thought of this computer that I'm using, and everybody's behind that inner thought on my computer talking about me. And the pressure just being, I'm apparently supposed to be like this cool American hero back home. That's what you claim on American television and on the internet. And even, that's a lot of pressure, you know. When I was on the wrestling team and everybody was getting good on the wrestling team, in the beginning, here and there was good wrestlers. Right. Then I felt like the whole damn wrestling team became good on the wrestling team. Man, I apologize if I didn't wrestle my senior year because you're all seniors and you all was going to try to beat me up on the mat. Because you all put me up with the biggest guy on the wrestling team all the time. And I was a little freshman guy. So If I was going in the military, after my, like some reason, I don't know why, I told my whole high school career students I was going to join the military, and I did. So, well, when I was on the wrestling team, when you're like on a team, like a football team, you're all on the field together. Eventually, you learn each other's. Oh, I know where Commiso's going on the football field. I have to make sure I throw it in that direction because Commiso totally went in a different direction I told him to. And he got open. I think that would, if I ever went on the football team, yeah, I'm like, oh, you told me to go in that direction. I was just trying to figure out how to get to the end of the field. And you got it. Because I don't know. I have small hands. And I was a little wrestler guy. So I don't know if I can throw a football. But I know I can run pretty fast. They're all bigger than me. And I'm a little guy. I could just run right past all the people. And somehow I had to just wait for football inside in the in the end out in the air. When I just have to wait for the football comes in the air, and hopefully I can catch the football. Well, I know I can make it to the end of the field because I was on track on my fishery year, and I could run pretty fast. I was first place. I ran pretty fast as a Commiso in school. Then I did cross country. I only did like cross country like 1 year. I felt like I did good on cross country, but I wanted to focus more on the wrestling. But I should have kept another sport. But I think that was wearing me out doing two sports at the same time. Because cross country and wrestling run almost together. Because once you get done cross country, now you got to wrestle now. And I must have hit, I apologize as a teenager, that must have hit my hormones one point in time and when I was in high school. Or I just feel tired as a teenager. You know, I felt like the whole team was coming together and then, I wasn't winning as much. I was tired. So I didn't want to break up the wrestling team. So for some reason, I guess I was a senior. And I said, you know what? I'm a senior now. I got responsibility to be a senior in high school and everything. So I had to focus on that and everything and hope the wrestling team knew, understood it. Because I got good grades in my senior year and graduated high school. That is, you know, and then the goal to travel the world after high school is like, especially as a person like me, the only really things that I did was going to great great grandma's house. And grandma took us to Long Beach Island in the summer. So once I flew all to Germany, when I fly, I stay awake on the plane. I feel like if I stay awake on the plane, I make it to the other side. I got my camera. I'm a tourist. I never got this far from New Jersey as an American citizen. After high school, I was having the time of my life. And at one point, you know, man, I'm like Indiana Jones. And I'm traveling the world discovering like castles. Did you know there's castles around the world? Yeah. So to come home and people are acting like they don't understand Commiso, it's frustrating. I'm frustrated, like in that funny movie. And you guys are more uptight than I am. I was going to on a war with my battle buddy, and even when there was like, I was just like in Commiso world at war, I was just trying to keep everybody laughing. I said, everybody's sad at war. My battle buddies are sad. So I'm just a goofy guy. I just do something. I think funny things to cheer up my battle buddies, to keep them going, because we were just teenagers. Teenagers in the traveling the world as in a military world as a soldier. So somehow I got battle buddies to follow me out of the barracks, or I I followed them. There are times I followed my battle buddies too, because I didn't know where to party. I said, "Hey, Commiso, you want to come with us and party?" And I'm like, "Yeah, let's go." And I get dressed really fast, and we just leave the barracks, and either we take a taxi. Eventually, we learn how to take a taxi in Germany. Well, I felt like we walked everywhere. I felt like I was in basic training, and I was doing a Euro trip, and we was walking everywhere and as battle buddies because I felt like we walked everywhere. I felt like even though we took a train, me and my battle buddies took a train to go to Amsterdam. Felt like I walked there too. So I'm gonna have an interesting background for everybody to stab me in back and act like they're not responsible Americans or family and friends to act like it's so hard to help each other out in the world as people on planet Earth. So yeah, I feel like I'm getting point out. Like you discovered there's an internet. That's how my hometown law has treated me. I Miso. I discovered the internet today. Oh, my fault. My fault. People hack you and scam you and send you in the wrong direction and get mad after you afterwards. And I'm like, try my best to do art while you guys try to brainwash me. There's some kind of internet world and this television. You've been paying the cable company for years to use the internet as people in the world, and the internet is television. So if everybody's like and acting like there's some kind of hidden world on the internet, there isn't. And that sucks when my hometown law acts like I'm not smart enough to know that. There's no hidden world on the internet as the internet is television. So I'm I'm like like a New Jerseyan, and I don't know. You I feel like you guys really didn't really party. You know, I got along with my battle buddy, serving my country to come home. And I got a big family and I don't know how many friends, you know, and you treat your veterans, they're not cool enough to party with. While you find ways not to party with them, as you actually did that to Commiso back home. as I feel like I'm getting cock-blocked by my hometown law back home. And then you guys all have a nervous breakdown. And I'm just your friend is speaking it to you. You know, I saw Boy Meets World. I understand Boy Meets World when I was an American teenager kid. You know, hey, Ray, this I got to talk to on the side in the party, saying, "Hey, man, it's not cool. You didn't like invited me to the party and everything." You know, that's what I ain't trying to do. I'm like the Boy Meets World guy that has goofy glasses. No, I'm more like Steve Urkel. I was like Steve Urkel in high school on Family Matters. But I had the biggest goofy glasses. They tried to get me like cooler glasses, but I had bad eyes and the military fixed my eyes. I was I was like really had bad eyes and I wonder what my drill sergeant was thinking when I was shooting down range with my bad eyes. They must have knew this guy is blind. I only could see when I had glasses on. And so when you fire down the range, your glasses steam up. So when you're all stressed out, you want to make the drill sergeant happy so they won't yell at me when I'm shooting this. I was nervous shooting this weapon. So I paid attention to the drill sergeant when they said, make sure you keep the weapon down range. I said, okay, I understand. If the drill sergeant gets mad at the range, I will understand. The drill sergeant, because that's a weapon.
But at least get to have some.
So I must have did good on ranges because I got a whole bunch of them. Even being blind. And I felt good. I felt like I shot good down ranges, even being blind with bifocals as my glasses. And the more you sweat and steam up, the more your glasses steam up. And you can't see nothing down range. And you're like, just don't let the drill sergeant yell at you. Let's chill today. Let's sit down the range and make the drill sergeant happy. You know, don't make, and the drill, the drill sergeant, because, you know, they said once you get sand in the barrel, the barrel can backfire. So I was trying to get the weapon was on safe. I didn't have anything to get the sand out of the barrel. So I was using my fingers. The weapon was on safe and everything. And he was like, all of a sudden, I see a drill sergeant hat coming to me. I said, oh no, the drill sergeant's coming to me. What do I do? And he hits me with the rod. You know, the rod. I guess he was trying to tell me I got the rod to get the sand out of the barrel. I was like, oh. And the drill sergeant was hitting me on my helmet. I had my helmet on, or Kevlar helmet. And the drill sergeant hit me. It was Drill Sergeant Smith. And I felt like, don't get Drill Sergeant Smith angry. But somehow I did. He comes up to me and he hit me with the rod on the helmet. And he said, Commiso, what are you doing? I said, Drill Sergeant, I'm trying to get the sand out of the barrel. If you told me it would backfire if I fire it. And he just hit me. Well, get your drill sergeant. You don't put your finger in the barrel. You're going to blow up the finger and everything. I said, oh, I just turned to. I said, oh, drill sergeant. I didn't know. And he walked away. And he cleared my barrel. And then I sat down the range. So now I'm 40 years old. And I'm a disabled combat veteran after 9/11. So my drill sergeant must have did something good to me in the military. As I graduated basic training AIT and somehow got to my first duty station and served my United States of America. So I can't be that much of a bad guy as you claim. As I feel like the internet and television makes it sound like you can't function as a human being in the world because you all somehow connected each other to 1% negative in the world. So if somehow I felt like I was in special education classes and I jumped on a plane and got to Germany somehow, and I was like, man, I was still somewhat of a close to a teenager, and I was in my younger 20s. Man, my battle buddies showed me so much respect, and I showed them respect too as a battle buddy and everything. I just felt so happy, you know, that I got to travel the world in history at the time of Matrix world on the internet. And I got to know really cool battle buddies all around our country. And there was other soldiers from other countries that helped America out. So I don't know all the background stories of my battle buddies. Because I was just Commiso. They didn't tell me much in the military. I guess when you become a veteran or when serving, I'm classified. But in a way, as our emotions of our trying to figure out what a battle buddy is in the military in the barracks. It's the first time getting your battle buddy. And I'm here. I'm here back in America. So I don't know what type of issues you got on Commiso back home, but I'm doing my best on how much pressure you put on each other as the internet today discovered that there's people using the internet as the internet on the internet world. But that's a full bullshit, man. Sucks that people can just sit there and allow that 1% negative to happen, and we pay our taxes, so there's supposed to be no negative on American television, as there should be no negative on the internet. So I'm doing my best, as I still feel like I'm doing the right things in life as you come down hard on me as to, man, I don't know how hard it is to fix the internet or to get along if everybody knows where the cool parties are on the internet or how whatever it is. Life on planet Earth shouldn't be hard, as I was a simple-minded teenager from this breakfast movie club that came up with in America. And I traveled the world as a veteran, American soldier. And that's, you know, I'm trying to teach my battle buddies it's okay to talk about that you're a veteran. If there's few people back home that takes that the wrong way that they talk that you talk about that you're a veteran, then they must not understand what you went through or don't know what a veteran is in America. It's like how updated we are on information. It's like I don't want to know all that updated information online. I want to live in my world. And Me as Commiso in Commiso world accept myself as Commiso in the Commiso world online as a disabled combat veteran after I Michael Commiso in the battle buddies online. No, no, I'm not trying to be a Blue Falcon in the military. I'm not trying to be a Blue Falcon to my family. I'm not trying to be a Blue Falcon to my friends. And I'm not trying to be a Blue Falcon to my battle boys. You just gotta accept who I am as Commiso, where I have no clue. I was the clueless guy in the movie that didn't know what everybody's doing all the time. I was just the guy on the wrestling team. So after wrestling was done and my homework, y'all act like I was like went to all the cool parties in the town. No, I just did my homework, went to the practice every day. That's why they should give you a day of rest. If you have like a meet or a tournament, they should give you like a day of rest so you have enough energy to rest. I wrestled at my whole wrestling team. They all try to be stronger than me. They all try to be better than me on the wrestling team. No, if you took that way that I said better than me as a wrestling team, that's the pressure that we put on each other as American teenagers in America, even being on the wrestling team. So imagine how much pressure as the goofy guy with glasses. You all expected a lot out of me on the wrestling team. But because you all somehow broke me on the wrestling team. You know, you're just I had to take a break because I can't really wrestle with a dislocated collarbone and a broken sternum. And I felt like my wrestling team got upset with me. I felt that you got upset with me as my wrestling team. But everybody was trying to break me, man. Sometimes can I get an easy guy on the wrestling team? As a disabled combat veteran, as I feel like I'm always doing the right things my whole life, and I'm trying to abide by the law. It's complicated to abide by a law that sets you up to get in trouble on purpose and then get mad at us. So maybe if you all have a better understanding of the law, not everybody goes to college and learns law. As to, I am an American citizen. I shouldn't be pushed around and bullied and act like I didn't do anything great in my life as an American hero or everything. So being an American means something to me. And it should mean something to you guys as an Americans as there's soldiers that didn't come back home after 9/11, so protecting this country. So yeah, I'm lucky that I came back home alive from war as a veteran. And I'm just trying to chill out back home as everybody's all like, they don't know what that means. As to, I miss hanging with my battle boy because I was just like one of them the goofy guy, in the movie. I was the goofy guy in American movies that partied all around the world. And I didn't know anything. Yeah, the military taught me how to party in a club as my battle buddy. The military taught me how to party in bars. I know how to play pool. and I never played. They taught me how to play pool in the military. They taught me how to play darts. They taught me how to play darts in the military. So yeah, I got a lot of training from being in the military. They taught me how to drink in the military. And somehow, every 4 day, we must have that. In Germany, they got like a lot of holidays in Germany. So they get a lot of 4 days. We went out. We partied in barracks like maybe 2 or 3 times. Because I always wanted to go somewhere and do something. I said, let's go somewhere. And so we went downtown Freeburg and partied with all them bars and clubs. And then uh, my battle buddies taught me hood rats. And I'm like, oh, hood rats. Well, I didn't really pay attention then. When I got drunk at the party, I just wanted to dance. I said, it seems like if you just dance with the girl, somehow you're going to have to get to know the girl somehow. If the girl's dancing with you. That's the theory of a guy that never partied at club. So, you know, when it gets to the military, you have to show you got balls in the barracks. So I just got drunk and talked to the girl at the bar, and or but I felt like I was never going back with a girl at the barracks, or had really had any relationship in the military. I was just like partying, and whoever was talking to me, whoever was good enough for Commiso. So partying with Commiso was like going back in time in Germany. There was no trouble. Everybody got along around Commiso in the clubs and the bars all around the world, and you're all from different countries. So the conflict that I don't understand the conflict in the world. That's the internet. So now I'm just like, I want to, there's a purpose. Everybody's sitting there. There's a purpose of YouTube videos of Commiso. You know, I got good things to say. I may not had every, I felt like I did have every class in high school. Even though I had speech impediment and special education classes, I took every classes that every student. I felt like I took extra classes in high school because I got along with the teachers. So I just, whatever, you know, I'm a freshman in high school. And this is the first time he knew where the office is for in high school. And they give you this list of classes in high school. And you're like, holy shit, all these fucking classes today. Because you don't take the classes one day. You take all these classes in one day. And then you're like, you know, I was nervous taking classes. I like going to school. I just was nervous taking classes as you put this pressure of being a human being on planet Earth. I apologize if I don't know all the answers in the classroom at that time, as nobody really taught me much. But I had good teachers. I felt like a lot of teachers from Fisher School followed me in my UN high school. Because I got along with teachers. And I just, you know, I miss that adventure, you know. I know nowadays you could do a lot of online courses, but I feel like I would learn more if I was sitting in the class with the teacher. Because Maybe I can't pick up as fast as everybody in the classroom, but eventually I will learn the subject in the classroom. You know, how people treat each other as to just being in special education classes. I was felt like I was in some type of my own type of level as a student in high school. I felt like I wasn't cool enough to party with the coolest kids in school. Then I felt like I was more of an outcast, even hanging with the outcast students in school. I was always doing my own thing, and I was always felt like I was like zoning out. Get this homework done, get a good grade, and move on the next day in class. So yeah, I was bored in class, trying to figure out what everybody was thinking about me in classroom as students. As you know, I was just trying to pay attention to the teacher so I can write down. I took good notes. I wrote down everything the teacher said on the notebook, what they wrote on the board and everything. I It's hard because I can't spell out every word they put on the board right away because I got to pronounce the words. So I had really bad eyes in school, and I was trying to be cool sitting in the back of the classroom, and I can't see the board. That's how much pressure you put on each other just being a student in the world. And it shouldn't be that hard to be a student. You should have fun. I feel like when you go to school, you should have fun in school. I had I had fun in first grade to when somehow y'all became a grown up, even in being in a first grade school around. Just I don't understand why everybody takes each other the wrong way so fastly. To how fast do we pick up information the wrong way on the internet? And nobody really knows what anybody's doing in the world because you all put out that, oh, I gotta hate one person to look cool at the party. But I don't know how much cool you are nowadays picking on a disabled combat veteran after not as Michael Commiso. So I just wanted to show you I, I found my first edition Charizard. You know, I may not know everything about everything, and I don't know if that's what I have to do to be accepted as a human being on planet Earth. You have to know more than that person at the party to do cool things at the party. But if everybody's collecting Pokemon cards in the world and still be judged who you are as a person at the party, as Commiso, my bad, I don't understand people. So I got my first edition Charizard. I found them. I had my first edition Charizards in a safe above me. I put my first charge in, first edition Pokemon cards in. So I don't know what the heck these are, but it's a keychain, first edition keychain Charizard. It says got a praise, but I don't understand this thing. But it's from the 90s. I gotta, I guess when I collect things, I forget. Time changes. So to make a Pokemon in the keychain now, you probably could see way more graphics in the keychain. So I don't know much about the keychain thing, but I'm gonna put these in the safe too, because it says first edition Charizard, and I got two of them. Bought this on eBay, and I just thought, hey, it'd be cool. Is it cool to go to a party with a first edition keychain? I know. I gotta forget. I forgot that I'm a '90s kid, and I'm the goofy kid at the party at Boy Meets World and Family Matters. I'm like the goofy kid in every '90s show, TV show, trying to party with everybody. Would you accept me as a disabled combat veteran if I have a first edition keychain at the party? No. You all beat me up back home. You try to beat me up and take my first edition Charizard as a disabled combat veteran. So I don't know what the heck these are. I don't want to open them. That I'm not a professional opener. But that's the cool thing about me. So I accept who I am. And I don't have to be the cool kid at the party. As long as I'm having a good time. That's benefits of being my battle, me being your battle party in the military and everything. Just letting everybody know as you all had a wonderful time partying with Commiso around the world as my battle party. And that's pretty cool thing to do in the world. Then let me see. But now I don't know how many people have against on stickers. You know, once you stickers get damaged, stickers are small, get small, stickers get thrown in the garbage. And I don't know how many people save stickers, but I got two first edition Charizard stickers. See the stickers. First, I thought that was the first edition Pokemon card. And I'm like, you know what? There might be even more being a sticker. The stickers gets damaged. I feel that stickers are more rare than the card because the stickers gets damaged and thrown away. And when you're a kid in the '90s, you don't think that stickers are going to worth millions of dollars in the future as '90s kids. So stickers get stickered on the wall in your room, in the bedroom, trying to be cool when your friends come over in the '90s. You stick them on the wall. Probably even stick them on your binder. Remember Trapper Keepers? I'm so retro. I got a Trapper Keeper in my room. Never Trapper. I felt if you had the coolest Trapper Keeper trapper in a classroom, you're the cool kid in the classroom. So these are first edition stickers. And that's pretty cool because I just realized people damage stickers. So I gotta treat these the same way I treat my first edition Pokemon cards as the Charizard. And then no, there's a different type of sticker. There's two of these. Oh, three of these. Wow, it's cool. I got them all put together. And then I got three of these first edition stickers. You see? First edition, this one feels like It's different from those stickers. Feels like this sticker is more shinier. That's the other sticker. These three here, that's, I don't know if these are different. It looks a little different. There's a reason when I collect things. I don't watch everything about Pokemon, but this one's different. See? You see the difference? The background of the Charizard are different from the first edition. And these are stickers too. So that's cool. I put these in the safe too. There's three of them. Oh, I have to put these in the plastic things. When I'm done with my YouTube video, I'm gonna put these in the hardcover plastic so they won't get bent. I just realized that as these are stickers. So that's cool. The first is stickers. Then these are the cards. I got a whole bunch of these. It says it's graded a 4. It's cool that it's graded a 4. As it still looks pretty neat. I don't know why it's graded a 4, but it looks pretty mint to me in the case. So I got a good deal on eBay when I got this one. It's the Pokemon card. First edition Pokemon card. I put this in. You know, people always throw out the word recopy or misprint or fake, but you gotta make sure it's not like misprinted or you looked at the card wrong. So just being appraised is cool. It says first edition card. And I'm a 90s kid. So this is like the desire card. And it's cool. Like Charizard, you got Pikachu. Pikachu grows up to be a really strong Pokemon. That's Pikachu. But when Pikachu is in training in the game, Charizard is the one that protects his Pikachu. Pikachu always is not strong enough or almost always. I make Pikachu as strong as Charizard in the game. So Charizard is like the big brother protecting Pikachu in the game. You have to have a flying Pokemon. So I don't know. I always made because in the movie and in the game, I make Charizard fly, and when you make him fly, you can dodge. His when you teach Charizard how to fly, it takes away from Charizard's power. But when you fly, Charizard can fly and dodge the attack on from the other Pokemon. So I push fly, and then it protects you from a hit that comes to you when the other. So Charizard is like a cool. Well, Pikachu's cool too, you know. And then this one is another one. See, oh, that's weird. This one, everybody's on, but this is the Spanish version of first edition. That's cool. I got a Spanish version, first edition Charizard, and that's cool to have. I got that on eBay too. You just gotta, I feel like you have to be lucky on eBay. So I try it. That's pretty cool. And then
Okay. You want to stop?
I think that was the Spanish one. Yeah, that was Spanish. This one's English. I got it because it's got a cool background to it.
How much you want to drive?
First edition. Then I got this one. First edition. This one was certified. First edition Charizard.
Got it.
It's got a cool background to it. When I go on eBay, I really look at the card before I buy it. See, look at the stars. So it looks like this mint to me. That's you just gotta hold it the right way in the camera. And you can the reflection of the hologram, the shiny card. You can see the little stars in the background. And this Pokemon card. So I got two of them. These were English, right? Yeah, these are English ones. And then I got this one because somebody took the time to put the first edition card, and then these are still first edition. These just they made first editions that came out before the first edition, or did they make these first before the first edition? You can duck down if you want. I don't know. It's still first edition. These are just art. It's artisticated, or that's the first edition. So I took the time. I found this on eBay. So they put first edition on this, and then the one was not all this. You know what I mean? Well, that's cool. I put all these in a safe because I'm like a baseball card collector guy. So I collect whatever Charizard. I grew up with Charizard and Pikachu. I'm still gonna try to keep getting first edition Pikachu, but that's cool. So I got these and this. I don't know if I can hold them all together. Right, first edition, and then there's a Spanish one, the Spanish first, and then you got these. Oh, and I want to hold on to these because if I ever have kids of my own, because I know how everybody judge each other nowadays because they're on the internet. But I feel like if I hold on to these first edition Charizards, and I'm still trying to get a complete set of all the Pokemon cards, and I don't have to sell all my first edition Charizards. I can hold on to some of them when I get older, and then I can sell one of them. But I'm gonna hold on to them
Take it all apart, put
because
it back together.
serving your country, you know, all this stuff that's in the room and in the storage unit is I earned that. I understand the military, and when you're military, you earn your medals in the military. Then I highly doubt the military has given out medals to people. I'm a soldier back home, and I got cool military medals in the military. Um, we live in a world where you could be the nicest guy in the world and you achieved I feel like I achieved a decent amount of lot in my life. And it sucks that people point out the negative on television to compare it. I highly doubt families all around the world wants their families to be unsafe and want their families to have a good life all around the world.
Yeah, thanks for listening.
So it shouldn't be that hard to live on planet Earth. To I don't know how many so-called negative prevent people to live their lives online or enjoy. We I'm not sure
Let's see.
how smart I feel like Forrest Gump. I was Forrest Gump in the military. My higher rank can write a book about me on the things Commiso did in the military. The time he served his country as Commiso. All the funny things you can say. I, I, I kept the military going as Commiso at the time, serving my country. I was in convoy, laughing. Everybody's wondering why Commiso's laughing in convoy. I was everywhere I went in the desert. You must have heard me miles away in the desert when I laughed. That's Commiso. So the times I had with my battle boys at war, we all try to take cover at war. Commiso's laughing so loud in the desert, having the whole desert knew where that was at Commiso. So that's like the internet, man. Y'all some top secret. All clicking buttons know where to go on the internet. Well, everybody's going in basically in the same direction. If the internet is going in the same direction as people using the internet. So I don't understand the nervous breakdown on your disabled combat veterans back home. Because, you know, I felt like I was a really cool battle buddy in the military. And I felt like I was serving my country with the coolest battle buddies in the world when I was serving the country. You know, that's that's how easy it is to make your veterans feel good about themselves by saying accepting them being veterans back home as an Americans. Am I right? Or am I right? You know, I don't know what talk show you're going to put anybody online. Feels like everybody's on a talk show, and we have to sit there and try to be yourself. But myself is not enough to be on the talk show, as you all somehow act like forget what it means to be friends to each other and how you can be friends with each other at one point and then become haters in the 21st century. Because I felt like every movie in the 90s and the 80s had some meaning why they made that movie in the 90s. Because there was always like a meaning reason why I had we watched this movie through the end of the movie, you know, and we was all taught, hey, we all help each other out, and we all can have a good life in the world, like in the movies and the television show. I don't even know what I'm watching. That's Commiso. Yeah, that was your trip. Well, now it sends you into a different direction. That's how I hope you get enough information that I give to you as a veteran back home, as being your friend back home, compared to all the hiding and sneaking around on my computer and not giving me any type of information as an American hero back home, as you know what I mean, as the law and the court. I don't care. Because I know what it means to be a good friend, but I feel like I respect the law enough for the law to respect me back as an American hero. And that's why, as Americans, we pay taxes. We pay bills in America. Eventually, somebody has to pay the bill in America. As to, you know, being a tourist in a different country, to you respect that tourist so they come back and travel to the country again. So being American should have a convenience of being an American. So it's being a disabled combat veteran after 9/11 should mean something to my hometown law and my hometown law and my hometown family and friends in my hometown. As I feel like everybody watches the same thing on the internet in the 21st century. Yeah, I don't feel like, as I'm a positive person that served my country as a veteran, I want to watch positive things using the internet and television. Because everybody talks. If you have a positive state of mind, or you stay a positive person, positive things will happen to you. That's not the case living on planet Earth. Because somehow, even the facts are the facts are the facts, that I'm a disabled combat veteran after I'm like a Commiso and battle buddy. It seems that everybody's out to get each other nowadays because they know a little more extra about each other using the internet. You know, I just enjoy traveling the world, serving my country, and I still got a few souvenirs. I still got plane tickets. I still got my passport of me traveling around the world. I still got my plane tickets in this storage, the shed in the back. And you all sit there and act like I'll be a bad parent one day or dad. But I feel like, man, I would teach my kids everything so they don't have to live a bad life in the future. I would, and all the cool stories I could tell my kids. Your dad is not a loser. There's some few people online decide to call you a name and bully a disabled combat veteran after. So that's not my fault. As Lions Hospital told me to get a hobby. And my hobbies are really cool, I feel. As to, man, it's hard to breathe back home as a veteran. Not just because we went to war as veterans, because you make it that way. You make your veterans hard to breathe back home. As I feel like everybody's making a decision for me back home as a veteran. And I can't make a decision on even using the internet. You direct people the wrong way. And I can't even be my own self as a person as the internet. Because you guys somehow fuck it up somehow. As you all sit there, try to be good friends to each other in the world. It's hard to have a good life. And people always fuck it up all the time. As I feel like I'm the one that got good grades in school. I'm the one that's always doing the right things in life to come back home as a veteran. And you sit there and act like I didn't do anything for you guys to just talk to me like that and mistreat me like that. And that's not how you are to each other to, talk to each other. How you become friends? If people are that fake in the world because of the internet. Well, I don't know. I can't accept that either because there'd be more negative on the internet. So I don't know how much respect I have to give to everybody as a disabled combat veteran. But, I felt like as my family, I have the coolest cookout, Commiso. Everybody knows Commiso. And everybody knows McHugh's on my mom's side. Because that's how cool I made my family serving my country as Commiso and McHugh's. That's how I talk about my family while traveling all around the world. So yeah, I back home with my family, but everybody's doing their own thing back home. So I guess in a way, that's how you forget about your veterans. Not intentionally, but you forget Camiso traveled the world and I got to party with the cool battle buddies. And that's going to be part of my life. I don't know what people talk about at parties, but if I can't talk about me being a veteran at a party, especially in America, and that party might not be that great. And you all act like there's only one party. There's more than one party there. So if my hometown law can't accept me on the internet as your disabled combat veteran, I have to question my law and try to understand my law back home as a hometown hero. Because I could have got killed all around the world for everybody beat me up with words and beat me up and insult me by what? You're mocking me on the street that you're just beat up a disabled combat veteran after 9/11 in America. So I don't know how many cool people or parties you're going to bully my hometown law to bully me as your disabled combat veteran. They never even gave me a time to find the right lawyer to defend something like me as an American hero back home, as a disabled combat veteran. You all sat there and made a decision for my life. How I feel like life should be further in life. Where, I understand that family and friends got their own lives and partying or, families now. But it'd just be cool to be involved sometimes, as I don't know what most of the time what the family's doing anyway. As I don't know how many friends I have. I highly doubt you lose all your friends. There's a few assholes inside this group, a disabled combat veteran after 9/11. That's Michael Commiso. But, you know, yeah, I got my own responsibility for myself as a disabled combat veteran. But for people to sit there and act like I'm not allowed to be a veteran at your party because I make you look bad or something. And I don't understand. I'm still waiting for that really cool American party so I can put a smile on my face again as a veteran saying, man, I did something really great in life. And you guys are accepting me as a veteran back home. And I get to be at the cool parties too. So then I'm like, I'm 40 now. Yeah, it'd be cool to do cool things. My summer's almost over, and I still didn't get to the beach, as I gotta get a battery for the van. And I felt like my van should have been overhauled. You know, but there's enough Americans to figure out how to overhaul my van back home. And then, yeah, it sucks that grandma dog. It sucks that the landlord dog. Because I felt like I had a good relationship with my landlord. And paying the rent on time made her happy. Because maybe she needed that money to pay rent or, to do something in life. And then grandma died. I didn't get a chance to hang with grandma back home for war. I didn't get a chance to show grandma all the cool pictures of me serving my country. I didn't get to tell all the cool things to grandma, all the cool things I did serving my country. And she passed away as a veteran. So that's what I'm trying to say. I just don't understand how you can be so hard on your veterans like that. Even my hometown law being so hard on me on the pressure of knowing what the internet is. That's how complicated it seems. Nobody knows what the internet is. So I get panic. I feel like I get anxiety and panic attacks. And I think people do things on purpose, knowing that I'm a veteran. And I went on a lot of convoys. I felt like I did my best serving the United States. I'm just one person. And I'm just Commiso. And you all can sit there and act like you can say something bad about me at parties around here. That's my hometown law. But I feel like I could say way more good things that you claim to set me up to fail back home and screw my life over, where I feel like I have to get a passport right now. And I know how to budget my benefits. It's where you don't need a lot of money to travel the world, as long as you pay that ticket. It's not that bad traveling the world. Because I miss the adventure. I'm bored as hell. You'll act like God show me everything as the internet. And you'll act like I want to see everything on you. Right in the middle. 13,400 is the center price. Let's see if he's right. Where? You got it. I can say I got first edition charge on it. And if everybody's got their lives of their own, and it's cool. But sometimes if my brother wants to go to the beach, I apologize, I can't drive I feel like I have to drive everybody all the time because I have a van, but my van needs a little work there. I am a blacksmith. When I was at work, they taught me all the mechanics of the generator. So basically, I feel like a car engine is like a generator for a car. I keep everything moving. So I don't know how hard it is to hook each other up with cool rides back home. But I want to drive myself to the beach, put my feet in the ocean, get it. I know I'm a man, but it'd be cool to have a little seashell in my room. And they buy Pokemon cards at the stores. If they got the same stores open when I was a kid, imagine how old the Pokemon cards are. I want to go to the beach this weekend, and I don't have a battery, and everybody acts like they can't drive me anymore. I need a little sun. The VA told me I need vitamin D, so I feel like I need sun. Your body still needs sun in the world. We blocked ourselves from the sun living on planet Earth for years, and now our body can't accept the sun being in the sky as a human being on planet Earth. So imagine me. The sun don't like me. I gotta pay attention if I'm in the sun a long time. If not, I'll be burning really bad. But I still want to go to experience the beach this summer. So when everybody can stop having a chip on their shoulder and suck it up and just hang with the veterans back home, I think I earned going to the beach this summer, at least as a veteran. As you bully me and call me names and act like, oh, just because the law calls me a name, I have to accept that as a disabled combat veteran after an audit. No, I don't have to accept. Just because you want to force me to get in trouble on purpose around here, that's not my fault back home as a disabled combat veteran after 9/11. So I feel like I put out a lot of information today. And I try to let out, I feel like, if I became an NCO or sergeant or higher rank in the military, I try to go out of my way to say something good about my family so they won't get in trouble. Well, you know how strict you are on me as a civilian. I might have to write down everybody back home on all the bullshit you put me through. So y'all can back up and say, and that will breathe back home as a veteran, dude. You know, what was it? The movie IQ? They said, if you cause the accident, it's not an accident. Oh, if you sit there and bully me and pick on me and everybody gets upset as I'm a veteran, it seems like you're trying to use my emotions against me. Even my hometown law is trying to use my emotions against me. Because I feel like they still don't even have enough to keep picking on me the rest of my life as my hometown law as a disabled combat. So, yeah, I don't know. I may not be the most educated person, or, yeah, I still got question on relativity. I understand relativity. It means that it may feel like we're spinning around in seconds in outer space on planet Earth, but our hours is like a second in outer space. And you all act, how is that possible? are we spinning faster than we can calculate on this planet? It's because outer space is so huge. We still don't know how far space is, as there's light years in outer space. So we're spinning in seconds and light years math in outer space. Our hours is like seconds in outer space, as our seconds feels like seconds on planet Earth. So we're not. It's because outer space is so huge and we're so tiny. People, everybody trying to be all tough at the party or trying to make the toughest rap at the party. We're so tiny, we're not noticed in outer space. If outer space, I feel well, the reason why there's life in outer space is outer space had enough room, space to make life in outer space. So we're tiny. Everybody's trying to act all big and bad on this planet. We're tiny. Even we are one of the tiny little planet in even our galaxy. So I feel like outer space doesn't even notice that we're there. That's how small planet Earth. And the reason why there's life in outer space, because we're so tiny and outer space doesn't notice that there's life in outer space. But how people talk to me and treat me back home, I can't say that. How can somebody that did? I didn't read a lot of books, college books. I just took what I learned, whatever. And I feel the way how I feel about things, of learning things. So we all like go out of our way to judge somebody so fast when it shall not judge each other, and that's the first thing you do on the internet. It sucks because you make a big deal out of something that is nothing. Do something that is a big deal and do nothing. Then somehow questioning why the world is the way it is as a human being on planet Earth. Where if we have robots and we got all this technology and somehow we can figure out how to put food on everybody's table around us, as we have that smarts to do it. We still got, I don't understand the conflict, confusing on how to get along on planet Earth, where we're so tiny, man. You know, I want to be that stoner in the 60s. You're that stoner in the 60s that understand the meaning of life as to having oxygen on planet Earth. Holy crap, I can still breathe on planet Earth. I could get up in the morning and make something out of myself in America. Even when you all try to sit there and hate on me for no damn reason at all. And I feel like you all have to go out of the way to hate on me as a disabled combat vet. So, you want your veterans to feel good about themselves. I don't have to accept the negative or the bad information you put about your veterans online. As I don't know how much people it takes to talk bad about somebody to make them look bad on the internet. For just because I just don't see the hate. I see. That's why I feel like I'll be a good artist, as I'm an artist. Because I can see or before I draw.
I'm so lost.
So if I don't get it right, I make sure I get it right. I want the drawing to look exactly like, if I'm going to draw Marilyn Monroe, I want my drawing to look exactly like Marilyn Monroe.
I couldn't find it.
But as a veteran, you don't give me any time, as I still have to clear out my van, buy a new battery for my van, and try to drive around again as a disabled combat veteran. So it's unfair for people to sit there and talk bad about you. And I'm like, how can anybody do that? Because I go out of my way.
There's no such thing as honesty.
I feel like I'd say good things. So I'm your disabled combat veteran, and I don't know how hard it is to have a good life on this planet in the world. But we all have enough people in the world for everybody to help each other out to have a good life in the world. As to nobody has to sleep outside on the street too. Man, we're smart enough to know that it can't be that bad in the world compared to, you have time to hate on your disabled combat veteran after 9/11. That's Michael Commiso and the battle buddies over. So this is your disabled combat veteran after 9/11. Michael Commiso and the battle buddies over.